And it says we're live, so I guess we're live. This is the
Hi.
second edition of In the Spotlight with Kadie Lynn and Aaron. And who have we got today?
We have Exalt. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just glad to be here.
Right? Well, we are very happy to have you. We've known each other for so long.
Been a minute.
God, how long? Like,
Wow, maybe 5 years, 5, 6 years.
yeah. Yeah, oh my
been a-
God.
been a while.
So we had to have you as one of the first guests.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's an honor.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Tell us what's been going on with you.
Just busy. Recording,
Mhm.
performing, just doing a little bit of everything. Just trying to get my career up and going,
Right.
inspiring people, making
Awesome.
music.
Tell us about this little dude over here.
That's actually my new single. It's called "Make a Difference."
Mm-hmm.
It just got done with it probably about 6 or 7 months ago. It was produced by Slick Music,
Mm-hmm.
uh, actually three-time Grammy Award-winning producer, featuring Cassie Levels from American Idol. So I mean, I'm really proud of this project and really
Awesome.
excited to get it up and going.
Is it on Spotify and all that good stuff?
Not yet. It's on Amazon and iTunes.
Well, you guys go check that out. Absolutely. And I believe we're going to be playing some of your music here
Awesome.
shortly, right?
Awesome.
You want to go ahead and do that now?
Yeah, we can do that now.
Okay,
And afterwards, why don't you kind of give us the backstory to this after we get through looking at this video?
Will do.
Thank you, Lord, for being a light unto my path. In the darkness, I'm so grateful. Nobody better than you. You bring out the best in me. That's why I'm grateful. That's why I'm grateful. Raised by a single mama shooting dope. The heavy weight on the world, only she couldn't cope. Drug gave her satisfaction, but they left her broke. Buying weed, seen all the cash up in smoke. Saw about a man that she dated many times. Saw a crime, sent him upstate doing time. Then you made a change, went to church. Got delivered from the hurt, went from jobless to going to work. The pastor helped you get your first car. Man, if you could see your face, black lady shining like a star. I saw a new you through Christ who renewed you. Saved by his grace, but a merry man pursued you. You slipped up, but even a sanctified get tripped up. But whose name did you lift up? But whose name did you lift up? But even a sanctified get tripped up. But whose name did you lift up? But whose name did you lift up? Those days are gone and far away. I'm looking for a brighter day. 'Cause you came and changed us, Jesus. Have your way with us today. Nobody better than you. You bring out the best in me. That's why I'm grateful. That's why I'm grateful. I used to slang dope on the block, man. Call me dope, man. Chopping 50s up, never gonna stop, man. C50 coming in and running. Rocks in my mouth going down to my stomach. But I never got caught, never did time. Slept with prostitutes and fiends for a dime. Unprotected, neglected my body. Mama on the knees praying, Lord came and got me. Took me from the streets to the church. Delivered me from pain and the hurt in the game. So I gotta work, got a job, had kids, I'm a daddy now. Visions are changing the world, don't need a caddy now. Got the Bible, a sword, and my shield on me. Until my boy keep, hope you rest in peace on me. Until them dudes doing time in the pen, I'm praying for the day you let the Lord in. Those days are gone and far away. I'm looking for a brighter day. 'Cause you came and changed us, Jesus. Have your way with us today. Nobody better than you. You bring out the best in me. That's why I'm grateful. That's why I'm grateful. 2016, living a dream. Went from slanging the dope things to being on Christ's team. It's the right team, call me High Beam, cause my light shine bright. I'm ripping the mic like a king's son for the kingdom. I'm a recruiter for the highs of high. And if I'm not, then why did he die on the cross for me? Blood shed for me. Nails in his hand, crown of thorns embedded in his head for me. Whose name do you represent? When is the day coming that you gon' repent? What if tomorrow never come? Maybe you gon' regret spending your whole life with no retirement check. Jesus Christ died for you and me so we could have eternity. No more sickness and sorrows, repenting tomorrow when Satan gon' swallow his word. Loving every minute of it. Those days are gone and far away. I'm looking for a brighter day. 'Cause you came and changed us, Jesus. Have your way with us today. Nobody better than you.
You know, out of all of the videos of yours, that one spoke to me the most,
Mm-hmm.
and that was, I figured that would probably be the best one to start things off with.
Right.
And so it makes me wonder, what's the backstory behind that? What's your backstory? Because I can tell this is real life. This is something that happened. This isn't something that was put together as a fictional story. Somebody went through this. So just give us a
Right.
backstory.
Yeah, amen. Well, basically, I grew up with a single mom raising, me and my two sisters, younger sister and older sister. And my mom, she was on drugs. She was on drugs like hardcore drugs, like shooting up drugs. And so I got to see a lot of stuff that she went through as far as her using drugs, her getting abused by men, those type of things. So I mean, I carry that in my music, and so that was my testimony is where I came from, what I seen is what God did in my life. I came from that, and as I got older, my mom was delivered from all of that, and she became a Christian, and so her life completely changed. So I got to see her go through all of that craziness and then become a mighty woman of God and inspire me and make me go to church. And then it was until I graduated high school, because most of my high school years was me being a Christian. Never nobody ever heard me cuss in school, or I mean, I was a real good kid. But once I graduated high school, I started hanging around with my sister's boyfriend, because my sister used to be a topless dancer, and so most of her boyfriends would be selling drugs, and so I started hanging around with them. Then I started selling drugs. And so I went from selling drugs, I sold drugs for like 2 years. And I was making a drug deal one day, and I was opening the door and I dropped the gun and it shot me in my leg. And so I had to go live with my mom for a while, which she was praying for me the whole time for me to get out of the drug game. And so when I did, I went and lived with her for a while, and things started to change around. I met, a person, and then I ended up having a kid. That really changed me. And then one day, a police officer approached me, and he said, "Have you ever thought about being in law enforcement?" He didn't know that I used to be a drug dealer, but he said, "Have you ever thought about being a police officer?" And I said, "Nah, never thought about being a police officer." And so he was like, "You come ride with me sometimes." And so I did. I liked it, and I became a police officer for 8 years. So I mean, just the testimony of how God took somebody, because I wasn't smart in school either. So how God took somebody who had no business doing the things that I did and put me in a situation that I am now, man. That's what I'm grateful for, and that's the title of the song.
That's awesome.
That is an amazing story.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And I can relate to that because I was raised in church. My dad's a minister, and when I hit 18, that was when I had my wild streak. And it's like the prodigal son. You return, and so I mean, I didn't go to the extent that you went to, but it's relatable, and I think that to a certain extent, all people have all Christians. I won't say all, but most have strayed and then come back.
That's right.
Hmm.
That's right.
Well, oh my gosh, I love your music so much. I haven't
Thank you.
listened to you in a good minute, I have to admit,
Thank you.
but I'm gonna have to go listen to you more.
Thank you. I appreciate
And the dude that does your music videos also does my music videos. Plug for David Riddle.
it. David Riddle, the man,
Ain't
the
he?
myth, the legend.
He is absolutely incredible, guys. All you musicians listening, you guys need to get a hold of him if you want a music video done. He is brilliant. Absolutely.
Oh, and something else that I want to say here is Peter Tiddley says, "I love it when music has passion and comes from the heart. Just has truth, and that's what you're getting here." So
That's awesome.
that's one of our viewers out there. And hello, Kenny. We got a lot of shout outs here. Billy says hi. Sherry says hi.
Hi. Hi, Moonshine. Hi, Sherry.
So I heard something about you setting a world record. Tell us a little bit about that.
That was actually a worldwide contest in 2010, I believe. Was it 2010? 2008. 2013. Sorry.
You might want to get behind your mic a little bit.
2013. I was approached by a Salvation Army worker, and she asked me if I wanted to enter into a contest that was a worldwide contest. And I really didn't take it as it being worldwide, and I didn't think it was going to be this big of a contest. And so I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And she told me that the world record was like 80 hours at the time. And so for some reason, I just didn't put together how long 80 hours was. I mean, because I was so pumped up, and that the night before, I didn't even get any sleep at all because I couldn't sleep. And so finally, I went through, I did the contest, and the news people started. And basically, the contest is you have, the world record was 80 hours, and you ring the bell nonstop. I mean, there's no going home, but you're just staying there. And you get, for every 1 hour, you get a 5-minute break. So, like, if you're ringing a bell for 1 hour, you can go take, use the restroom for 5 minutes, whatever, and then you can come back. But you can't sit down or eat while you're doing it or nothing. So, so anyway, we started it, and everybody started dropping out. After the first day, a lot of people started, and this was worldwide, all the way around the world. There's a big clock that starts at the same time. And so finally, when we get down to I think it was the last day, it was only 3 people left. It was me. I was representing the whole state of Texas. There was a guy representing Minnesota, and then a guy representing California, San Bernardino, San Diego, something like that. So we was the last 3. So anyway, the guy from Minnesota called one of the people here in Texas and told them that he wanted to talk to me, because we was talking trash the whole time, back and forth, And so he had told him that he wanted to talk to me when I took my 5-minute break. And so I was ringing a bell, and there was a pizza got delivered. The Domino's pizza came and said, "This pizza's for the bell ring." And there was like hundreds and hundreds of people there, because this was like worldwide, man. There was hundreds of people out there, and they was coming by and donating money and everything. And so, and I said, yeah, I said, it's me. And so he said, well, you got a pizza delivered here. And so nobody knew where the pizza came from. And so after I took my 5-minute break, I came back. There was this homeless guy who came in there. And so he was using the restroom, so I gave him my pizza. And so we came back out there, and the spokesperson for the Salvation Army was like, the guy from Minnesota is the one that sent you that pizza. He ordered it, and he wants you to call him as soon as you get done. And so I called him, and he said, hey, man, he said, I know we're both tired, man, because it was strenuous. I mean, I was hallucinating. I didn't know where I was. I mean, it's like, it was bad. I didn't know where I was. I couldn't remember anything. It was bad. It was freezing. It was 26 degrees. Yeah, it was 26 degrees. The radio stations brought these big old heaters out there to keep me warm. One guy seen that I was really cold, and so he brought me, he seen me on the news, and so he brought me this big old coat to put on, to wear during it. So anyway, I called the guy from Minnesota, and he said, hey, he was telling me how worn down he was. His legs were tired, and, he was going to have to go to the hospital after this was over. He said, man, I think that I know we all want this record, man, but I think that it would be bigger, man, if we just all, at the same time put the bell down at the same time. And so that's what we did. At 8 o'clock that day, the time ran down to a certain time, and then we all 3 at the same time stopped ringing the bell and put it down. And that took it to a whole nother level. It is now a trivia question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which is huge. They aired that on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But it was just huge. I raised $65,000 for the Salvation Army.
Wow.
He raised, I forgot how much he raised, but he raised, because he was in the Mall of America. And then the other guy in San Diego, I forgot where he was. But it was awesome, man. But yeah, it was bad.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, you say it was 80 hours?
No, 105 hours. We shattered the record, yeah. The record was 80, and we went 105 hours.
105 hours.
I can't
5
sit
days.
still that long.
5 days straight, yeah.
Oh, I can see why you were hallucinating.
Yeah.
2 days, and you get that second wind, and after the second wind, I go, oh, man. Well, so you say you were in law enforcement, Are you still doing that, or
No, I've been out of law enforcement for about 10 years now.
about 10 years? That's a real hard job, especially nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
Especially nowadays. And what made you finally decide to actually go and start recording? I mean, that's a big step. You know, there's a lot of aspiring rappers, singers, artists of all types, but they never, or I say aspiring, but, you know, dreaming of doing it, but never actually go out and do it. What made you decide to take that first step?
Well, I'm an Army brat, so I grew up you know, with my dad being in the military. But I've always been real passionate about music. And when the first day that I heard rap music, it was like phenomenal. The very first time I heard rap music, and I was addicted to it. And so I always said that I wanted to do that. And so probably when I was in junior high, I started, you know, mixing and got my little turntables and started writing little songs. And it wasn't until I got out of high school until I started actually recording them, because I thought that, you know, you pretty much had to have a major record deal to record. But that's when I started recording, right out of high school. And I used the money that I was making selling drugs with to go into the studio. And so, but that's pretty much when I started, man. And then as a Chris, you know, and I recorded so many albums and spent so much money, lost houses. I mean, when I get my mind focused on something, man, it's just like I'm just like focused. So I mean, I've lost so much pursuing what, you know, this dream. And so I just real passionate about it.
That's awesome. Well, look, I know you're into DJing too. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I DJ all genres of music. So now, you know, so like I said, it's something that I, you know, did when I was a kid as well. And it's just something that I enjoy, you know, making somebody's day, playing some music that they grew up on, playing music that makes them happy, sad, giving them memories, you know, things that when they heard this song, they heard this song at a special moment, the first time they fell in love. You know, just being a DJ you get an incredible feeling.
That's awesome.
And did you cover this already, Kadie? Yeah, I'm all confused because of all the technical
Well, you're gonna
issues we
have to
had
tell me
first.
before I can answer.
About the awards that he won.
No, I have not.
Well, I'll let you handle it then.
Let me handle it.
Yeah, because you were there. I wasn't at the music awards, and so you were there. So.
Well, I know you have won a whole bunch of awards in the past. How many, especially within the East Texas Music Awards, what is like all in your catalog, I guess?
I won, I think it was 2017, 2018 hip hop artist of the year. Then I won 2018 Christian hip hop artist of the year through another organization in Tyler. But that's about it.
It's awesome,
You know,
though.
which is a big accomplishment for
Absolutely.
a Christian artist.
That's awesome. And honestly, like, don't hate on me for this. I'm not huge on rap. I'll listen to it. I got my favorite stuff, you know, but I just, like, you guys, if you guys weren't hooked on that last song, you guys need to go check him out, especially on social media and everything. And you're on YouTube and iTunes and all that.
Instagram, right.
So you guys go check him out. Exalt. Like, you guys absolutely need to go check him out. I'm slowly getting obsessed.
Appreciate it.
And speaking of checking his stuff out, we're going to go ahead and play another one of his.
Sweet.
I thought this one was really, really catchy, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to ride.
Yeah, we about to ride for Jesus tonight. West Coast style. Got my boy Seven, Jermaine Jackson, and super producer Orlando Williams. Hey, yo, drop it on it. Let's go. We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride. Kick stands up, boots off the ground. On the interstate, hear that rumbling sound. All different bikes from all different nations, all different faiths, we all God's creations. Custom bikes, went through custom trikes, chromed out choppers in them custom sport bikes. We riding for the good and we going through the hoods, passing out toys to all the girls and boys, praying for the ones who don't know the sun. Motorcycle ministries till Jesus come, feeling the wind blow, let's go. I'm on that Repsol rockin', and you know I'm ready for that G.O.D. riding with CMA. This ain't no part-time job, we saving souls like every day. Stopping by the Exxon to fill it up, and you know I'm putting cappuccino in my cup. Let's go.
We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride.
We got our leathers on, 65 deep, taking up the whole street, can't nobody sleep. Call the police, it's a lot of noise. Here they come, doing willies, it's them biker boys. Doing stoppies, burning rubbers on the drag strip. Settle up, y'all, time to take a trip from the Lone Star State to Cali, Apple Valley. Then we headed to the niggas rally, that's where all the tight bikes go. So we praying for them, putting blessing stickers on their bike though. Let them know that Jesus Christ is they light, yo. And without them in their heart, they just might go to a place where suffering and pain grow, being chained like them slaves in Django. So you better switch gears, coming to the light, and we can ride all night. Let's go.
We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride,
Took a ride in my dreams, I could only imagine. I'd have seen what I seen on the ride with my daddy. Hardy on a Harley, Holy Ghost party, Captain Kirk moving work. It's the rise of the fallen, transformation of the nation. Confined to open spaces, back road flipping, iced tea, cold sipping. Pedal to the metal, or the thumb will make it run. Creeping deep through their sleep, cause I do it for the sun. Going out with great tongue. Big homie ring the bell from the hood to the church, stacking sinners out of hell. Gas for the flight, in the city be the light. Motor rail, super live, so the city see the light. Cooler on the cruiser, never stop, I'ma do it. God gave me the strength to go hard. Putting in work, pull the tag, check the cert. On the mission for the risen, let's ride, yes sir.
we gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride, ride. We gon' ride, we gon' ride tonight. We gon' ride, ride.
I am telling y'all need to go. You haven't turned me up yet. Oh my God. You're just so rude.
It's like mission control over here. There's too many
Mission control my
dials.
crap. Look, I was over here talking and everything. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait, what's wrong? I wasn't on. Anyway, y'all, if y'all aren't hooked yet, y'all need to go check out some more of Andre's stuff on YouTube and on iTunes. And go to his social media. Go follow him. Absolutely.
Tell us
Appreciate that.
tell us about your CD.
It's Make a Difference. It's my new single's called Make a Difference. I also got an album. It's called Hip Hop Worship. There's like 17 tracks on it.
That's awesome.
And your YouTube page is Exalt the Christian Rapper, right?
Right. That's right.
I checked that out. It's got these. This is just a few of the videos. I mean, he's got some really good stuff. And do you co-write or do you write most of this stuff yourself?
I write everything. Yeah.
Write everything yourself?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
That's something in rap music you can't let nobody write your music, man. You can get away with it in like
Other genres?
other genres, but you just can't in hip hop.
Right.
You can't.
You know, I never really thought about
you
that.
Can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You know, but I noticed other people will go over other people's beats.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
won't.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can,
Come
you
to think of that, yeah. Now
Yeah.
I feel stupid now.
Even I knew that.
Even you knew that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, you guys need to go listen to my mom's favorite, which is Love Letter, right?
Yeah.
That is my
yeah.
mama's favorite. So you guys need to go check that one out. What time is it getting to be?
It is 8:38. We've been on here for about 38. Well, no, we started late,
Like
so
30 minutes.
about 30 minutes.
No. No. I'm having too much fun with y'all.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Well,
It's an honor
before
to be
we
here.
end it, I need y'all right now to go follow Andre Exalt on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Twitter.
Dude, I'm just not getting into Twitter. Twitter drives me up the wall. Anyway, go look at his music on YouTube and on iTunes and on Amazon Music, correct?
Amazon. Yep.
Google-
iTunes.
Google Play
Google Play.
and Google Play. Everybody, go check him out. is absolutely worth y'all's time.
Go subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
forgot about that one.
Follow him on social media. I mean, support him. Are you going to be playing anywhere? Or do you have any gigs that you're not? I know you do DJing, but do you have any like gigs that where you're performing?
I'm about to start hitting the road with the single.
Awesome.
y'all
Well, you
look out
guys
for that.
go, on social media. You'll be announcing it, probably, right?
That's right. That's
Right. So you guys go tune in to Andre over here, Exalt, and y'all can find out where y'all can see him. Huh?
Yeah, check
We
me
got
out,
the-
Andre
we-
Thompson on Facebook or Exalt the Christian
We
Rapper
got
on
we
Facebook.
got the in studio audience asking us questions.
right. right.
All righty. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. And man, it's been a pleasure having you on here. I've
Absolutely.
really
Appreciate it.
enjoyed it.
It's an honor being here, man. I appreciate it.
And to everybody out there, y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.